again, I'm Stephen Atcheler from Offshore Agents, your offshore staffing solution located in the Philippines. And this is your offshore show, Offshore 101. So last week we talked about the lease renewal process in its complete entirety, and I promised you something a little bit more sexy this week because admin can be a little bit boring and workflows and stuff make most real estate people want to go to sleep, and I completely agree. But what will get you excited as a business owner is saving time for your PM, saving time, saving money, and automating things and watching a process from start to finish almost without any involvement of your property manager. So that makes me a little bit excited, and I remember seeing it start to finish once where it happened with no property manager, and that was the first time, and I was ecstatic. Everything just start to finish flow, no PM needed. So I'm going to talk to you about a tool that I discovered called Zapier, and I discovered this just by being online all the time and doing new processes and things, and the issue I had was triggering a process to start. So you send an email, hey, can you do lease renewal for this? It's just slow, it's clunky, it doesn't work, and you can't see if someone's acknowledged an email or not. They might write back, noted, but you can't see then that it's completed. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of tools. So firstly, a communication tool that I love called Slack. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So it's a communication tool. You can set channels, you can have your entire team in there. It's not just for offshore, it brings your whole team together. But the purpose of it, I really find brilliant, is for triggering and ending process and seeing what has been done and what has not. Zapier is a tool that links all these pieces of information together. There's another show I talked to Kevin on Tech Talk about that and how Zapier actually works. And how it can create automation. Then there's some online forms that I'm going to talk to you about as well, where an owner and a tenant can fill it out, and you're going to get a result and an answer and their intentions. And if the intentions line up, the process will carry on without the property manager. So this is all going to sound a little bit complex. If you want to know more, just by all means, reach out to me on LinkedIn. Always happy to have a Skype, or head over to shoreagents.com and hit the contact button. So what we're going to talk about now is scheduling something to happen and why a trigger is important and how we can automate it. So using Zapier, we can set a certain time, certain day, certain hour of any week and send whatever message we like to anywhere. So we're going to send a message into a channel that we're going to call lease renewals. I've got a channel in Offshore 101 set up for this called Automation Demo. If anyone wants to see it in action, I can invite you in the Slack and show you how it works. So what happens is a message comes in, let's call it Tuesday, 9 a.m, that says, today you have to do lease renewals. Your VA is on the other side of the world sitting here, and being that, the younger generation, we love our emojis. How do we know if they've seen something? They will give it the thumbs up. Pretty simple. What this will do is start the process, because at the same time, a checklist of what they needed to do will be posted into Trello with the steps that they need to take. So you'll be able to see the start, then as it's completed, you'll see the middle. And the cool thing about Slack is they'll come back, then once they've completed all those tasks, they're going to then tick next to it. So as a business owner, all you have to see is start, finish. For your senior property manager that may be working alongside the VA, they're going to see, seen it, done it. So makes it really, really easy. So that will start off the initiation of the lease renewal. Then from there, I was thinking, how can I have a system where we don't have to talk and go back and forth to find out intentions? So those three things I talked about last week for the landlord, I thought, what if I can send them a web form that they just fill it out and the answer comes back into a channel that the VA can pick up and continue with? And then I thought, we can do that for the landlord and we can do that for the tenant. What if they both come back, renew, then the process can essentially just continue. So what we've done is we've built some web forms which basically ask the landlord, are you either selling, do you want the tenant to vacate or renew, and are you happy with the current rental amount, are you happy with the current lease, and what are your intentions? Basically, if they say leave it where it is and you check and it should be left where it is, it can just continue on. Or if they say I was looking for a $10 increase, you already know that they're looking for a $10 increase. It just makes the whole process far easier. So if you want to see how this works, we've got it all set up already, a Trello board. We've got it in Slack and all the automations. So feel free when you reach out. I can invite you to the Trello board and you can see it in live action, and this is really going to show you how it works. So today I just wanted to talk to you about the automation and a couple of these tools. Go on, check them out, research them, be familiar with them. Next week what I want to talk about is if the intentions don't come back as lease renewal and something hits vacate, once again, how do we continue this process to take action, for it to take place, I guess, without you or a PM being involved, that once again it's picked up by the VA. So that's the show for today. I'm Stephen Atcheler and this is the Offshore 101 show.